There's a lot of things that people love. So the device is kind of like if a body pillow and a foam roller had a love child. Like it is quite large. It has a holster in the middle to be able to hold vibrators and sleeves. But it's also something that you hug into because that means we're transferring the reliance from fine motor skills in your hands over to gross motor skills and other body parts to be able to position things, get things in control. And it's just a really natural, allows people to hug on to it and actually cuddle it. And that's a really natural movement for everybody, disabled people, able-bodied people, and also um, is a action that creates a lot of like emotional response in people from intimacy and positive feedback, and also helps to get people who might be in their heads about things. So one of the things we heard from quite a few people was that they really loved the huggable nature because it was comforting, it was increased intimacy, but also it kind of broke the negative cycle that was going on in their head that was creating anxiety. So if you've got hand limitations, or you're used to your hands kind of giving out or getting tired before you're able to orgasm, or to feel pleasure, then what ends up happening is that during the act of trying to give yourself pleasure, you start to get in your head about whether or not you're actually going to be able to get where you're trying to go to, whether you're not going to be able to actually orgasm or just feel nice. And what we heard back, which was, I think, a really big, really important finding for us, was because of the way that people were able to just hug into it and kind of position it and then let the toy do the rest of the work and take their hands out of the equation. It broke that negative cycle of anxiety for people around worrying that maybe they were going to get tired, or the device would slip, or one way or another something was going to happen, or their disability was going to act up, that they weren't going to be able to orgasm or even just feel pleasure at all. Because they're so in their head. So that was an unexpected positive consequence of the design, which we didn't really see coming around that sort of anxiety cycle, but which was also, I think, really, really interesting.